Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Edgar and we're continuing this road to Essen Spiel. I'm a bit late, I'm sorry for that, but I had some issues with BDG. I went into their comment sections, into their forums. I started to doing a little bit of a discussion. I think I talked about it in my videos before. So I think I got blocked. So basically, I think they're even doing my uh, they blocked my IP address for some reason. So the thing is, I did get to do another profile in dark mode, in incognito mode, so I could open that one. I'm just doing it in dark mode, but not with my profile open. Um, so it's just to get to the links. Even if you don't have a profile, you can open the links. But if you're blocked, basically you have to get rid of all your history and stuff like that, and then you can go in. And that's something that I started to do, but then I was like, hey, a friend of mine said like, hey, maybe you can do it in incognito mode so you can get back to it. So I'm back to it. um, so the thing is, I'm here with you guys, and even though that was a negative experience that I don't want to experience for the rest of my life, because that was basically toxic, I know that we should continue on a positive note and not let some negativity uh, derail this road to Essen Spiel. So we're gonna go back to it, and we're talking about uh, just demo games. Just demo games criteria. It has to be at as a demo there, not for sale. This is demo only, and no expansions. So demo only, no expansions, has to be demo there. So you're gonna see these games in a certain form, either almost finished or maybe not finished but it's still on Kickstarter and they have like a prototype, uh, or something in between, in different stages of development. Things will not be final. I will say that for all the games, even if they're almost final, it's just to because I don't know which games are in their final stages and which one are not. So I'm just gonna give a warning for all of them. It's like they are not in the final stages. They're in different stages. Can also be their final stage, but let's assume that they are not, because um, we are in a world where as soon as I say like that game looks amazing and I hope it's coming out like that, and people think then pick up something else. So let's be clear here. These companies come here to show the game and get feedback off of it. So if you want to demo these games, uh, usually they or they ask questions, or you can just give feedback to them so that their product will be amazing. And if you think like, hey, this is something I want to um, uh, support, ask them if they have a Kickstarter, if they have a pre-order on their website, if they don't have a Kickstarter. So without any further ado, let's get to it. I got 15, and so we're gonna do this in one video, because I usually do 10, but I got 15. I had 13, and then suddenly I had 15. Uh, so yeah, it is what it is, because I tried to do the video multiple times, but because of some stuff, uh, like the moderation of BG that kicked me out and blocked me, and some other stuff, I didn't get to it. I did prepare for it. So first it was 13 and then was 15. uh, Maybe I missed a few games. I had 15 in the start, but then it went to 13, and then I'm back to 15. I don't know if the games, the two games, are the same that were before, but the other ones are games that were more on my radar, so I remember them. So without any further ado, let's get going. So my first game is a game that I first saw like, this might be a party game, because, or a very simple game, because the art looked, it can still be a party-ish game, I don't know, but it looked very cartoony from the box. So, and that game is Almighty. It's not Brute Almighty. There's no Jim Carrey in here. So Almighty is a 1 to 4 player game, 60 to 90 minutes, ages 14 and up, from Keen Bean Studio. And the designer is Kevin Privali, Malachi Ray Rempen, and artist is Malachi Ray Rempen. Oh, so one of the designers is also the artist. I hope he did the cover as well. I think so, because there's not many pictures. I will just show you the pictures already first. By the way, if you want to know where they are, oh, should have prepared that one. Oh yeah, it's one. So Almighty, so the King Bean Studios is in Hall 5, B720. So King Bean Studios in Hall 5, B720. Almighty is just the name, but this subtitle is not part of the name if you search on BG. The godliest game, the godliest God game, because in the other picture it's not there. So yep, I think it's just a tagline, but it looks really cool. But then they have like this art. I hope. The thing is, looks like more like, oh, this is a sun god, a wind god, and ghost god or something. There are different gods in here. You're gonna play as one of them. I want to play as this guy. He's always terrified. I want to play as this guy. So this is a game that you're playing one of these gods, and you are trying to do some stuff on your moody ancient gods. So the thing is, you're the sun, the dead, love, or storms. So competing for belief and glory by performing various actions and acts upon the inhabitants of the mortal plane. So the thing is, you decide what happens basically, and on your turn you play act cards that to one of the 4 different lands. You pack mortals there, creating them, moving them, poking them for their effect, blessing or cursing them to alter their values. So the people have values, and that generates belief. And the person at the end of the round, the mortals hold a festival in each of the lands and give you glory, victory points to the god with the most belief there. But only worthy mortals earn glory. Unworthy mortals subtract glory, so you need to move or smite them away, or bless them to turn their values positive. And it says each god has a unique deck of cards and an asymmetric, highly thematic puzzle to work out. And you only see a handful of mortal deck in each game, making every game of Almighty completely different from the start. And the first person to reach 30 glory triggers the final round, and the one with the most glory is crowned Almighty. I think it's the person that triggers 30 glory triggers the end, but I think there's some end game points added to it. If I believing this sentence, that's after that the god with the most glory is crowned Almighty. I don't know Keen Bean Studios. Let me see if they make. Oh, I know Power Vacuum. I've heard of it. See all 10. So let me see if everything is. Yeah, so I had to zoom in, so I sometimes have to go back to if I'm. Oh, no. Oh. I've heard about roll camera. So, yeah. So that is Almighty. And it says coming 2026. So it's not coming this year, but it's for next year, hopefully. My other game, oops, is Below the Asylum. I just want to put this one first. The other one, you just saw a snippet of it, but it's coming. But Below the Asylum is one that it is on GameFound. Honestly, I'm not even sure if it's already up on GameFound. So the thing is, I will check that one later, and I will come back to you on that one. I will not waste any time here. It's from Awaken Realms, and it's from designer Thomas Hollek, which you know from the 3 games that came out at Essen. He was like suddenly the big kahuna at Spiel. He made SETI, he made Tea Garden, and he made Galileo Galilei. And I have SETI, and I love SETI. And the thing is, I read his designer diary on BGG. He said that he didn't want to be typecast as one type of game designer, make only one type of games. You can actually see it on the different games. So SETI is totally different than Tea Garden, is totally different than um, Galileo Galilei, um, and they're all different from each other. And he had this game, and he pitched it to Awaken Realms. They had like a pitch meeting or a meeting, and he said like, yeah, he didn't was not really sure if they would pick it up, but they were ecstatic about picking it up. Not I'm paraphrasing here, and also designer is Michael Luck. So he came up with the idea. They co-designing it together. Artists Patrick Jedasek, Ewa Labak, Marshall Lishowski, and Pamela Liniewska. And 1 to 4 players, 90 to 180 minutes, ages 14 and up. And they are, if I can open this, so they are Awaken Realms is in Hall 3, K415. So Hall 3, K415. And this is an asylum. You're in an asylum. You're below. Means it means something. It's like an X-Files kind of group with agents that have powers and stuff like that. And you're going to an asylum. And they said that this is going to be the below universe. It's going to be like a universe. They want to make more games, and it's not just the asylum. They're going to go to different places and stuff like that. So they have big plans for this as a franchise, and this below agency is the last defense against things from another realm, and it's a cooperative game. And you have 2 boards, a left and a right side. The left side is the asylum as you know it and enter it, and the right side is the kind of like the upside down from Stranger Things, but it's filled with horrors and stuff like that. But you have to do certain things to go to that other asylum that's in the same space, occupying the same space and stuff like that. So you have to, I don't know if you have to open portals or something like that, but yeah, that is what you do. You have to face off against bizarre threats, unpredictable challenges, and master protectors' rituals to halt the growth of evil, the growing evil. It's a mix of tense combat, supernatural mystery, and shifting scenarios. And it says this gives a gripping cinematic experience where survival is never guaranteed. And will you unravel the asylum's secrets or fall to the darkness within? The cover is just awesome. And these were 2 of the characters. This character was actually the character that you're seeing here with the cats was the first miniature to be revealed. So the cats are actually like the transparent plastic. And the thing is, you can also back it cheaper with standees. So this is, I think this is not, okay, so even without it being transparent, because I saw one that had these cats as transparent, this is not a, this is like really a demo prototype miniature. Oh, I didn't see this picture before. Whoa, can I just, okay. Oh yeah, this one is, or it's it can also be a standee, but this is a very big miniature, or a big standee. And this is like the centerpiece. I think this is just for decoration, I think. Maybe it does something, I don't know. There's some miniatures here. I just want to, like, this is one of the characters that has a sword. The other one can talk to like spirits of cats. There's different things. So here that is Kazuo Nakamura. Is it coming? Yep. So there's this thing in the middle where you're gonna put like little cubes. Like, I think you have to. This is how you. The middle part does something. I think you. These are like glyphs, I guess. You put cubes there. I don't know how it works, but see on the left side, maybe. Wait. So I'm going to move it a bit. So you see on the left side, there's the blue side of the map. I think there's also blue light there on the bottom, but that is the side that is in the real world, and the right side is in the kind of like the upside down. And your player boards also, I hope they're. Oh, I haven't seen these. These look great, these pieces. I should check the Kickstarter again. Yeah, so basically this is not a finished product, by the way. That's what they said. And yeah, for example, here he has the sword, which has a track. Other characters will have different things as well. Whoa, sorry, that was me. So here's chapters. You go through these cards, which has stories, I guess. So here you see it better. They put this on top of this middle part, so it's not really showing everything that's in the middle. It just looks great. So I will put this a little bit back. So that is below the asylum. Sorry, if you're thinking, Edgar, are you just such a fan of Below the Asylum? Yes, I am, because it looks great. It looks like the whole theme and aesthetic. It looks great. So I'm a bit biased about that one because I'm going to back it. It's if you want to know, if you want to back it. So it is on GameFound. So the thing is, there's a new update. It will start on the 16th, by the way, which is actually today, but I'm not sure if it's. Well, I'm filming this at like 5 in the morning because my sleep pattern's all over the place. It's going live in about 13 hours. So about 6 o'clock Dutch time, so European time kind of. So check out the GameFound campaign, and that is Below the Asylum. So my next game, and it will go a bit faster now, is maybe I should just put it a little bit higher. Sorry, because I don't want to. The thing is, I'm really trying to get everything as clear as possible for you guys. So my settings just got a little bit out of alignment. So my next game is called Atlas, and Atlas Explore the World. So Atlas Explore the World is a game from Iron Game Design. Let me just check if it's really Iron Game. So let me just check where they are. Oh. Let me just search it. Yeah, so Atlas Explore the World is from yeah, Iron Game Design. They're in Hall 3 T215. So Hall 3 T215, 215. Um, 1 to 4 players, 40 to 120 minutes, ages 14 and up. No wait as of yet. From designer Robin Spathon Eck and artist Madeline Schall. And it's a tableau building game. You're a backpacker with special abilities, and you're going. You have a personality and a language, which is something like, oh, you have a personality and a language. Like, does language, does it go into gameplay that you go to countries that you have to uh, play some other stuff so that you can get actions done? So actions will be more difficult in different languages. So you have saved up money for a journey for a lifetime around the world. There are 235 countries and 865 unique destinations to visit. This is a game I really want to demo. Actually, these like Almighty, Below, and Atlas are games that I actively will try to demo. Maybe some others, but if I only had to pick 3, I would pick these 3 to be honest. Well, I have 15, so they're all quite good. I hope. You develop as you learn new languages, make new friends, complete your goals while racing against other players for public goals, collecting souvenirs first, or posting blog posts. The game ends when the player places their last explorer token. The player with the most points wins. There's some more pictures about this one. I really like the cover. Let me see if it comes out. Yep. So this is the cover. It's quite a clean cover. It has this person with a backpack. At first I thought it was Darth Vader. Sorry. like with all these space games, you go like, oh, is that a space helmet? Like, oh, does it? Oh, now it looks like Darth Vader. So it's Atlas Explore the World, and I do like. Let me just check if it comes clearly. Yeah, it comes clearly on the screen. So the thing is, it looks really cool, even if this is like a prototype. This is on Board Game Arena, I think. On Tabletop Simulator, I mean. But it still looks pretty good. Yeah, I really like the art, by the way. It looks like real people going like on, because it's not a person in a suit or in a space suit or in a anime kind of style to get up, or I don't know. It's like real people going to see the world. I hope they put Essen in as a promo. That would be cool. I wanted the experience going to the Spiel. Oh look, he's even traveling with his cat because people do that now. Like an older guy. Yeah, everybody can travel if they want to. It's not for everybody, but it says a Dawn on Titan. Is that a game? Is that like a little bit of an Easter egg maybe? Different people. And you see here, they did print it out, so this is not the this is like really a prototype. I really like how it looks. There are really a lot of places to visit. I don't know why these are on the ocean. Maybe, oh, maybe it's all the islands that you can visit. I think they put it in a quadrant just so that it's functional, and then they will change it later. Honestly, I really want to play this. This looks like awesome. Awesome sauce. Did they put Portugal in here? Sorry. Did they put Portugal? Yes, they put. Yes, Portugal. Of course. Can I start there? Or can I end there? Oh, there's the different ones. Like I think this is boats. Really cool. Oh yeah, these are the islands. They put them in like one sector because like they're relatively close compared like on the map. Yeah, this looks like a really cool game. I hope they put like in Wingspan some things on the bottom so you can learn a little bit. Because I'm not opposed to learning a little bit while I'm playing the game. While everybody's taking their turn, I'm looking at the card like, oh yeah, in Portugal and you can go here, or like in Brazil, you can like in São Paulo, you can go there. Or São Paulo is known for something like that. Oh, they also have these different peoples from different parts of the world. I don't know if these are the characters. No, these are not the characters. These are maybe people you can meet because you can make friends. And this is like the board. This looks awesome. Some things when you rest, work, blog, explore. And these are bonus actions. I think you do the row, and then you can do bonus actions if you unlock them. Really, really nice. Oh, look, a Portuguese speaker. Oh, these are the. Oh, this is the Portuguese guy. I want to play him. uh, yeah, these are like goals. There's some tokens you can put out. I think these are the tokens. The other things are something else. So, yeah, that is Atlas. Oh, there's some. Oh, these are language bubbles. I think. Look, it's it's language bubbles. Cool. They represented the Portuguese flag correctly. Usually Portugal gets thrown in with Spain. So yeah, we have great neighbors, Spanish viewers, but we are our own country. So if any designer makes a map uh, and doesn't include Portugal, at least put a border and just say there's a country there, but don't, or at least give us a props and say it's Portugal. And even if we're not part of your map, which sometimes happens, we don't mind. Give give some props to our Spanish neighbors. But hey, this is Atlas. Um, oh, explore the world. Next game is a roguelike game, and I said I was gonna go fast, but all these games like just tickle my inner FOMO into the future board gamer. So Blasphemous, the board game. Blasphemous is a well-known game. I think this is a roguelike game. I think I played it once. You go from left to right, but I think I died a few times and then I just quit. It's from Ludus Magnus Studio, from designer Andrea Coletti and Diogo Fonseca. 1 to 4 players, 90 to 120 minutes. Um, ages 14 and up, and a weight of 3.63, so a heavy game. It's a competitive adventure game. One of 4 penitents will be sent by the Brotherhood of the Silent Sorrow on one of many available pilgrimages in the land of Custodia. And each pilgrimage deeply changes the land. You have to venture and solve quests, take down enemies, unravel the plots hatched by the miracle. You must work together to overcome deadly obstacles and more adversaries, but one of them will be able to complete the pilgrims and achieve redemption and victory in the eyes of the Brotherhood. So there's cooperative elements to it, but it still says it's competitive. So, oh, by the way, Ludus Magnus Studios. Ludus Magnus Studios is in Hall 3 B120, so Hall 3 B120. Um, so it has a dice evolution system with a powerful narrative component created by our friends at the Game Kitchen. The dark fantasy world of Custodia that they are presenting here. Meeting and interacting with all the characters that dwell within it. So, so this is the box. I don't know if it's that deep though. I think the Game Kitchen is the think the Game Kitchen is the studio that made the video game. So, yeah, you can still see it's fine. Oh, sorry. So you see all the miniatures and stuff. Wait. Yeah. Whoa. Oh, that's a better way to transition. Like some tracks. Art looks great, by the way. Miniatures also look great. Oh, see, these are the dice which you can upgrade. I'm so interested in this one. All these locations look great. Characters also look great. These bags look great. I hope they upgrade the dice a little bit. That could be great. I think it's just like that for now. Really awesome art. I like when they do these edges. These are like enemies, I guess, or characters. They look different than the other cards that had the edges. These look like locations. These you can put on dice. And some other tokens. Dice look great. So is there a... Oh, this looks awesome. Yeah, the miniatures look great, to be honest. Wow, really nice detail with the tears. So the thing is, I'm trying to find out if there's is there a map? Because I think I saw a map, but can't remember. So many pictures. I don't think there's more. Nope. Yeah, I think they only showed part of the map. I thought there was more, but yeah, if you're interested in this, yeah, just try it all out in Hall 3 from Ludus Magnus Studio, and that's Blasphemous, the board game. Next game is called Blood, just Blood, and oh, did I say that Blasphemous was from? Yeah, I did say the weight and stuff like that, so that's fine. Blood just it's I like how they did the color palette. It's just like if you do it correctly with the good graphic design, less can be more. And this game has it in spades. So this is also from Ludus Magnus Studio. What? What the hell? So yeah. So Ludus Magnus Studio, like I said, is in Hall 3 B120. So Hall 3 B120. So I will be there for sure. I don't know which one I want to demo first, to be honest, but actually I want to do both of them. I will try. So this is a game from Diego Fonseca as well, and Leonardo Romano. Artists Elena Conte, Eugenio Frossari, Simone Murgia, Cristiano Casado Otazu, and Giovanni Pirotta. 1 to 4 players, 90 to 120 minutes, ages 14 and up. So Blood is a boss battler game for 1 to 4 players. And I'm not sure about boss battlers. I hope it's a bit more involved than some other boss battles, but it's just a boss and you have to attack them. I hope there's like a progression that you have to go to the boss. Your monster hunters with their own customizable set of cards. There's an innovative dice and card systems that allow you to face Horrors of Flash Castle until you reach his powerful master. There's a raid, so I think there's like a rogue game. You face one of Flash's champions, ready to confront you by deploying unique strategies varying on based on the location where you encounter them. So there's a different combination situation, which I like. This really piques my interest. At the end of each raid, you will return to the village to build new epic weapons and learn new fighting techniques. Um, so you're prepared to confront the Prince of the Night himself. And let me see if, yep. So there's blood. I like how simple it looks, and I will go back because look at this. If this is the Sandy, and this is the miniature, I just hope that if this is really the size of the standee and the size of the miniature, I hope it can't be. It has to be kind of almost the same size. This is way too much of a difference. I hope that everything just fits on the board, because a game that you have to put things on like a square or a hexagonal space and you cannot fit all the miniatures there, that's going to be a problem. So I hope they address that. Actually, every company should address that. So that is Vlad, by the way. That's the big boss. Oh, look how awesome this looks, by the way. This looks cool. I hope that this doesn't like break. This looks like cardboard. This looks like part of the that you put when you're gonna make the tables for the first time, so it will stick like that. I hope this also like fits into the cardboard. Well, there are big hexagonals, so you see it here with these are the edges of it. It's really cool that they put this at the edge. It's not very intrusive, and it blends the tile art together. I'm still not sure if this is like an AI thing, because it looks a bit too clean, but I think the miniatures are real. I don't know what's happening here. So the X actually does it say the X executioner? So well, did he get fired? Oh, Nosferatu. Like, look at this flames and stuff like that. It looks great. Igor, Radu. I think it's all like symbol based. But the thing is, like, the art also looks great. And there's a lot of red, but it's still so. I think they made the red with the white and the black part really part of its identity. And sometimes red is part of like blood and the rage and things having a presence there. For example, like this upper part of like uh, the armor that he still has, I guess. It's really part of the identity of the character, and I really like how the back they use the white as lines, so you can emphasize stuff. It really looks great, and this is like painted, I think. Oh, whoa! So, oh no, this is like a drawing, I guess, or is this painted? If this is painted, it looks amazing. Oh, and this is how the board looks like. It looks great. And there's some games, there's story, roguelite, and there's single battle. So I like that they have that. $52 millimeters, so 5 centimeters, about this big, I guess. Looks cool. Sorry, you were not seeing what I was doing. This is like the old cards and new cards. So they've been updating the game. Was this on Kickstarter already, or I'm not sure. Maybe it was already on Kickstarter because who knows? Jerome the Maker. This is really, really cool. They really presented this with some awesome pictures and stuff like that. See, it's basically red, but the thing is, there's still artwork in it. It's like a red uh, energy went over this village event. So they changed it from old and then new. It's they added a little bit of more text to some, or more space, covering a little bit more of the bottom part of the art. But if it helps the game, then by all means. Oh, this one looks amazing. Look at this. Wow. That is one that you don't need to paint. 5 imps. So you're updating by getting cards out of the sleeve and putting them back in. I'm just curious. I think this is like the boss and his abilities, I guess. So yeah, that is blood. Oh wait. Oh, a dog. So this one is not finished because this is basically art. Some of them were art and some of them were like minis. So yeah, so that is blood. I think this is gonna be a long video, but hey, bear with me. The other one that's the next one is called Cats and Dragons. So Cats and Dragons is from PIKA Games, and PIKA Games is part of, what was it called? Part of Fantasia. I don't say, I think it's just Fantasia, not Fantasia Studios, but of that studio. And PIKA is more of their sub studio that they are making less complex games. They made Secret. Oh no, Sweet Mess, not Secret Mess, Sweet Mess. And they also made Flow. That is a little bit higher than Sweet Mess. And then you have Cats and Dragons. And Cats and Dragons is from Randy Flynn and artist Edu Valls. 2 to 4 players, 30 to 60 minutes, ages 10 and up. And Cats and Dragons are... they are a hall, and PIKA Games is in Hall 3, Q315. So Hall 3, Q315. So PIKA Games will be at the booth of Fantasia. So in Cats and Dragons, players are cats. Yeah, 2 to 4 players. Did I say that already? I shouldn't make these videos at 4 in the morning. It's already 5. So 36 minutes stand up. So you're leading your armies against hordes of dragons that infest their lands. So you add a new tile to lands and possibly deploy new army units in this tile. You strengthen with their strength hidden from the other players. They even hire big wild cats to help them win the battle and best their peers. When a region closes, all army units are revealed and players see whether they have defeated the dragon. If they did, the strongest army gets the most spoils, and all players earn glory. Spoils and glory are the path to victory over the other players. The choices are relatively simple, they say, but the board becomes very dynamic where you try to jump into a battle underway to earn spoils and glory, or you work hard to dominate a battle you know you can win and best your rivals. It's a blind bidding of an area control and tile placement. There's interaction with other players, as well as dragons coming onto the board. So yeah, there's not much pictures of it. This art looks amazing, by the way. Really menacing dragon. A big cat. So says here work in progress. So you're gonna add tiles. And the dragons are kind of small, but there are different types, I guess, depending on the colors. Stella and Terrence from Midhall University demoing the game last year. Can't remember that it was there last year. I did pass up because yeah, it just happens. Sometimes you pass a publisher. I think the tiles have different what do you call it? They have different terrains, and maybe that factors in somehow. If you go see here, this is like the cat board. Moy of claws, tea bags or something. I don't know what's written there. Yeah, it looks really nice. Really nice and colorful game. So that is Cats and Dragons. The next game is gonna be a game from Fantasia Games. And Fantasia Games so Colosseum is also in Hall 3 Q315, so they are the same company, so of course they're sharing a booth. Fantasia Games, designer Wolfgang Kramer and Marcus Lupke, artist Miljaljo Dimitrievski and Ian O'Toole, and Colosseum, the Grand Spectacle is what we're talking about. 1 to 5 players, 60 to 90 minutes, ages 10 and up, weighs about 2.71. This is an implementation of an older game. It says here Colosseum, which is this game from Days of Wonder. Curious how they got that license, by the way. And he also implements Impresario, a Colosseum card game. So they implemented something from that game, which is maybe the card system into it. And so you take a role of a Roman impresario. So I think that's why the cards that card game came into it. You want to produce dazzling spectacles in the arena to attract the largest crowds and earn lasting fame. You have to upgrade your revenue, recruiting talented performers, impressing powerful nobles, including the emperor himself. You compete to earn the title of Grand Impresario with your name echoed across the empire. It's a new deluxe edition of the classic Colosseum. New artwork, streamlined rules, upgraded components, and brand new solo and two-player modus. You can also play with the original rules, by the way, if you're a returning fan. And the game includes a new module, the Lion, adding a lion figure and fresh gameplay twists. And the thing is, the game has now 4 rounds instead of 5, requiring a rebalanced economy and faster arc. You share Center Colosseum, contributing their own gates to destruction instead of using individual arenas. So the other one was individual arenas, now you have one arena, but you're contributing to different parts of it. New event tiles have been added. The star performers are now screen printed meeples with 6 new characters, and the Mercury Pawn refines bidding and trade actions. You also build temples of Fortuna around the board and manage upgraded player boards to score points and organize assets. Yeah, so I do like the cover though. Looks really cool. Oh, it's the, did they say the meat show? Wait. Is this the name of the meat show? Because he always credited as the meat show. Or is it the Miko? I can't remember, but maybe his name is so complex that that's his artist's name. I don't know. So the Colosseum, the Grand Spectacle. Let's go back. So you have a central board. You have your own playboards here. It looks really cool. So you're gonna put these gates out. So you're sharing the Colosseum instead of having your own Colosseum. I like the screen printed meeples, like the horses and stuff. There's a tiger or a lion, I mean. So this is the art of the main board. It looks a bit different here, but it's a prototype. This looks really cool, by the way. This is Emperor's Coronation. Tokens. These looks the Gallows of Apollo. Art looks great. Very thematic. I hope it comes with this cloth bag because this looks awesome. Elephant and a lion and a horse. The ships of Triton. It looks really nice, so miniature concept. And that is Colosseum, the Grand Spectacle. My next game is a game that I don't know a lot about, but it's a racing game, and my favorite racing game is Thunder Road Vendetta, which I have there. I'm only missing one expansion. I hope they started printing a new one of the base game and expansion so everybody can enjoy it. So this is a game by the company Albi, from design Ondra Siganek and Ivan Dostal and Olda Rezu. Artist is Jiri Sventinsky, and 2 to 4 players, 45 to 75 minutes, ages 10 and up, and no wait as of yet. And crash. So I have to do it a bit different this time. Yeah, Albi is in Hall 6, 6 E111. So Hall 6 E111. And this is a the core game is designed by all by the 3 designs that I told you. It's a system of 3 gears which determines what actions you can or must perform in each round. It's a derby game. It's in collaboration with Prusa Research, and it's a title explicitly designed with the intention of allowing the community to create new content for it, which is cool, like additional card models, obstacles, and entire new gameplay elements. There's already like a range of expansions when it will come out. To print at home on the Printables website, with more to come. That way soon there won't be 2 copies of Crash Derby that would be the same. I just hope they pack enough into the game that you don't have to rely on the printables, on printed content. And for ages 8 and up, and takes about 45 minutes to play. And that is the only thing that's here. So basically it's a derby game. I don't know if there's different modes or anything like it, but this is the art. That's the only thing that's there, and looks, I hope it has that zaniness with lava and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope it has the zaniness. It says 3D upgradable game. That's the only thing I'm a bit worried about, but I really hope that that you can do a print on demand on their site, or that have the files for free, that you can go to a print shop and print the things that you need. and hopefully that's later, if this is successful and people buy the base game, that uh, they will give, they will make the expansions a reality instead of just printable. So I'm a little bit hesitant on that front, but that is Crash Derby from Albi. The next one is called Cursed Village, also a game with only one picture. But the thing is, I really like the cover, by the way. If this is the final cover, because you never know. It's a game from publisher GREIFERISTO and designer Stefanik. 1 to 4 players, 60 to 90 minutes, ages 13 and up. No weight as of yet, but cursed. And GREIFERISTO is in Hall 5, E725. So Hall 5, E725. It's a cooperative board game, and 4 players must work together to defend their village from monstrous threats. You need to defeat a formidable boss and the creatures lurking in the surrounding lands. Strategy and resource management to recruit villagers. They have different abilities. You can recruit them into your party. You build your team, and you also build your bag of tokens, which you will use to perform various actions. Every choice you make will be crucial. And yeah, that's basically it. I like it. I like the bag building aspect of, these games can have. And if you want to see the cover, it looks quite nice. Really, with all those eyes and stuff like that, it's giving me the Halloween spirit now in October. So yeah, that is Cursed Village. I'm just curious about it. Whoa. So that is Cursed Village. My next one will be Eldertide 1000 Lights. Eldertide has 2 covers, by the way. And put down in the comments which cover you think is best. Because they give 2 different style of going like, oh, this looks a bit more Cthulhu kind of thing, or like more darkish. And this one goes like, what? This is more like it's more like Tidal Blades. So it's from Esper Game Studio. Sorry. From designers Mahawari S. Dillon, Rodrigo Esper, Yofiandai di Indrayana. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. And artist Gao Eisuke Thomas Romain. Publisher Esper Game Studios, like I said, 1 to 5 players, 60 to 120 minutes, ages 14 and up, and weight about 3, which is a placeholder. And Eldertide. So Esper Game Studios studio is in Hall 4, A120. So Hall 4, A120. And it says here the first board game of Eldertide trilogy has arrived. I'm a bit skeptical when you already start with. I'm divided on this one. If you say it's like a trilogy, you have really high faith in your product. But even then, it's like, what if this one doesn't do well? It's a trilogy of games. Each will be set in the same universe, will unfold across a connected timeline. You will lead one of the 5 houses of a once mighty seafaring nation now rising to claim their homelands from a devastating supernatural storm that has raged for decades. You have powerful ships. You have to rebuild ancient tech lighthouses across the scattered isles, and restoring balance to and retake the archipelago. There's a market fluctuation and civilization building. You control a foundation ship sailing across several ports to collect and transport resources. You can either export them for immediate points or invest in constructing facilities on the player's own outposts. So then you have more explosive endgame opportunities. The storm is a hindrance in this game, breaking ports that can later be rebuilt and posing a direct threat to ships themselves. So you have to plan your route carefully, um, and also your resource managers will be important if they're on the ship, I guess. Um, this one has this cover. So honestly, this is a very cool cover. The other thing that takes me out is they put these things side by side. It's because of this whole vista. Is like I don't think I will see ever like 5 lighthouses beside each other. Uh, I know it's just for aesthetic, like hey, you can build all these different lighthouses, but I would have had maybe one lighthouse, and maybe one lighthouse very far away or something. But the thing is, there's also so the before I go to that, you also have this cover. So this cover looks more like Studio Ghibli kind of art, especially with the colors and stuff like that. I'm actually curious. The other one looks also more like a world that is a bit more evolved in the timeline, and this is more like fantasy. The other one is more like a bit steampunky. I do like the Eldertide logo, by the way. I do like how it looks because August Kickstarter, I think it will already, it's already, uh, it looks great, by the way. Player boards look awesome. Can you see the player boards? Yeah, you can see the player boards. So I really like how it looks. I like the characters. I like the world building with the way they are dressed and stuff like that. I always like that kind of stuff. Um, so, whoa. So these are like, they were a bit, yeah, these standees, great for this game. Just give me great standees, and I think the rest of the game will have to will be carried by its own art. So the locations and stuff like that looks really cool. Oh, this is the storm, so it will go to different spots. Maybe it was at Essen. I can't remember it being there. Oh, this is not Essen, by the way. And this looks a bit different. It's not in a grid. I think they just made the grid just so that everything's just stuck together. And or it's you can there's different ways to put these out like a map. So yeah. And this token is also completely different. The storm has now directions where it can go, and it can just I don't know if it will flip and then change directions the other way around, but it looks really cool because honestly, now you have acrylic ones, which is really nice. Uh, I'm not sure what's happening here. Now it's acrylic tokens. These look even better. And I like how this double layered board has these tokens and stuff like that. You can, I don't know if you unlock them or you put them there. Maybe it will upgrade your ship in a way. And it really looks like tidal blades could be in the same world. And this looks just great. I like how it looks. I like the big chunky tokens. It's a full table to play. So yeah. So this is Eldertide 1000 Lights. Um, maybe it was already on Kickstarter, so I don't know. Just check it out on the BG page. Next game will be Era of Pioneers. Era of Pioneers is from Steinbock Brettspiele and designer Yannick Auth. Roman Kucharski is the artist. 1 to 4 players, 60 to 120 minutes, ages 40 and up, and has a placeholder of 3. So a lot of placeholders at Essen. So just go there and ask their exact weight if they can compare it to another game. And this is so Era. So Era of Pioneers is in Hall 2. So from Steinbock Brettspiel is in Hall 2. C125. So Hall 2, C125. It is so Pioneers discovers an untouched island. They're full of challenges. You have to forge your destiny. You're just gonna explore and stuff. As a leader of an expedition, your skills will determine your success or failure. Your choices will shape your strategy and make every game unique. And your rovers will form their own teams. So you can gather resources, build irrigation systems, plant and nurture, harvest and strive, attract animals, perfect your engine. So you have to do clever planting, wise construction and stuff like that, and build a stable ecosystem. The more diverse the wild style, the more fertile the land becomes. So you have to strategically place your companions, use their abilities wisely, and create efficient ecosystems. And be the first to achieve prosperity and win the Era of Pioneers. Sounds very good. I like the cover. It's a really good cover. It tells you everything is like Era of Pioneers. Your pioneers going to that island, which is not that far to swim, to be honest. I like that you have the things here. There's an island. Basically, the island is basically the main star, and then you have these characters. I like how it's a bit too bad that Era Pioneers is so big on it. I really like the art with all these animals, discovering stuff. It really looks nice. The thing is, this is really prototypey, so I'm curious how far they have come, if it's still this. They have some bits and pieces here already, but all these cards are in like, they're printed and in these sleeves. So this is really a prototype in the first stages. I think this is your land. It still doesn't look as good as all the art that they already showed, but I'm just curious how far they have come. I hope to have something more than just this for now, that you can see the art and see how they're building the world. Yeah, let me see this. Whoa. So yeah, there's a lot going on here. A lot of symbols and stuff like that, but yeah, I think your own filled part of the land will be your own board. I'm actually not sure if it's gonna be like a solo kind of thing that you're doing everything on your own and just comparing points. But I just like the cover and like the art, so that's why it's made it in just in the nick of time. So that's Era of Pioneers. The next one is called Hollow Pact. I think I talked about this last year. I think I remember seeing it. I don't know if I talked about it. I really like the cover. This is from Studio Midhall. Design is Tyler Ekstedt. And Dylan Farrell, Albin Larson, Elon Midhall. Aaron Midhall, Asar Peterson, and Rafael Servent, and it is from artist Aaron Midhall. 1 to 4 players, 60 to 150 minutes, ages 14 and up, and 2.75. And Hollow. Let me just check Hollow Pact. So Studio Midhall is in Hall 3, Q400. So Hall 3, Q400. It's a fast-paced, semi-cooperative game that blends horror, strategy, survival, and betrayal. Got me at betrayal. You join a group of scoundrels. You enter a ruined town, the lair of a deadly beast. Grab cargo, precious to you, your fellow scoundrels, and that beast. Play to your strengths, plead with the spirits for aid, and find a route to escape with the loot and your life. If you can, because even if the beast doesn't get you, your fellow scoundrels might as they follow their own hidden agendas. One player-controlled beast uses its power and the aid of spirits to hunt down the scoundrels and recover what they stole. The beast also has secret goals, and accomplishing them makes thwarting the scoundrels easier. So the game includes a modular map and multiple scenario setup goals, as well as solo and cooperative play variants. I'm just gonna play this as it is, because honestly, this cover looks very cool. You have the beast towering over this abandoned town, which still has some lights on, which is creepy already. Whoa. Can you see? Why is it? Ah, you can still see it. Yes. It looks awesome, by the way. I think there's a thing of discovery, because this is the inner city, which is closed off here to the outskirts. Oh, really like how they made it a clever little map with symbols. So this is one of the beasts. I think they're different beasts, because the other one looked like a wolf. This is Askel. It looks really nice. Escape route. Olga, Askel. These are the scoundrels. So yep, looks really cool. I like the design. The graphic design looks great. So it looks really nice. Nice miniatures. Some wooden printed pieces, which I don't mind in combination with the miniatures. Oh, awesome art. Look at this art. Whoa. Whoa, come on. Look at this cool art. So yeah, that is Hollow Pact. My next game is Horror on the Orient Express. This game was there last year. It looked amazing on the table. And with B.E.L.O.W and this one is two games that if it was there, I would run for it to get it. Just because it looks so great. It has such a table presence, and I like horror games, especially when it's so immersive as this one. Because I was just immersed by looking at it. This is from Chaosium. I think it's from Chaosium. It's one more, but it's like horror. Yeah, it's from Chaosium. Hall 3 S120. So Hall 3 S120. A bit like they were like last year, somewhere on the top. Um, I couldn't get a demo in. I really hope, I want to talk to them and I hope I can get a demo. Um, so this is a game from designer Michat Gotebioski and Adam Kwapinski and artist Alexander Sawada. 1 to 4 players, 1920 minutes, ages 40 and up, and weighs about 3.54. Um, and yeah, so this is a Horror on the Orient Express, the board game. I don't know if it's based on something else. So you're on the luxurious Orient Express in the 1920s. So this dangerous train routes into the realm of the Dreamlands. So basically, suddenly you're in Dreamlands. Uh, so everything is against you, from monsters attacking the train to murderous cults hiding among the passengers. Worst of all, an elder's bloody-thirsty vampire hunting down everything that moves. It brings Call of Cthulhu horror and mystery tabletop RPG into the board game gaming world. By the way, I thought this was a tabletop RPG, but I think it's also something else, but I'm not sure. Special rules, ongoing character development, and play pieces provide a challenging and exciting gaming experience. In this cooperative game, you and other investigators try to survive on the doomed train. To win, you must hunt out the cultists to stop them from performing a hideous ritual and ensure the train reaches its destination. Each of you controls a character who can develop new skills, gather items, talk to passengers, discover clues, and ultimately decide the train's fate. You may even learn a spell or two, which I did see. I saw the spells. And the thing is, cover looks great, really cool. These miniatures look great. I don't know if the miniatures were there. There were miniatures, but I can't remember these. So more of these look like vampires or something. Or these look like Mothman. The investigators. I hope I can show you. There's some dice. But it's not a dice game. The dice is just to... I think they have to put dice in different moods from passengers. If they are scared or maybe possessed. And the thing is, you have this big train, which you can go from carriage to carriage, but that's also a small train. So the thing is, it has a timer, so the small train will move. And when the small train moves, things happen on the main board. You have different like moods and stuff like that. These coffins are maybe to the note who's dead. You put them over the miniatures or the dice, I think. Can be both, I guess. I think it's just the dice. So let me see if I can show you a bit more. No, that's it. Oh, so yeah, there are tokens in bags as well. This is what you can upgrade and stuff. Upgrade spells. And you can get them from here if you want to. You can also close and open curtains on the Orient Express for different effects on different monsters. So yeah, this is the big board. And the thing is, this train will move along. And this is like kind of like your timer for the game. And the thing is, some different things happen here on the map as well. So if it reaches here, some other thing gets flipped over and stuff happens. That's a bit of just what I remember of it. So that is a game that I've been missing a lot of Kickstarters. But the thing is, I'm glad I'm not doing a lot of Kickstarters. I still have to do 2 at the same time, which is, whew, and going to Essen, which, oh, my wallet will not thank me. So Horror on the Orient Express, the board game in Hall 3. 2 more to go. And yeah, it's a bit of a long video, but bear with me. Next one is the Great Library from Eagle Griffin Games. They always make like good games. Um, by Vital Lacerda and artist Ian O'Toole. 1 to 4 players, 100 to 180 minutes, ages 14 and up, weighs about 4.31, which is heavy. Um, and the Great Library. So the Great Library is in Hall 3, C300. So Hall 3, C300, 300. And this is the Pharaoh of Egypt in the 3rd century envisioned the creation of a great library of Alexandria. So, yeah, as players step into the sandals of the librarians of the Great Library, you take on crucial responsibilities of leading the institution with the Museum, navigating the challenges and opportunities presented by the legendary Center of Knowledge. Amidst the diverse minds and bustling port activity, the librarians became the primary custodians of knowledge, shaping the legacy of the Great Library and contributing to the rich tapestry of ancient history. You have to just get renown and, yeah, and oversee the library with all the actions and stuff that goes with it. Not a, the description is just more of a placeholder, I hope, because it doesn't say a lot about the library itself. The cover looks awesome, by the way. So it's a big board. I like how it looks. I like that you use dice. Oh. So you just to activate these different people. It looks very nice and clean. I really like how it looks. So you're gonna do actions with the dice. There's all these tracks, things that you can unlock. I don't know if this is your own player board. It looks real nice. Yeah, that's your own player board. And here you have the main board. It's big, it's a lot. So this is going to be a heavy game. So a lot of actions you can do. Wow. If I ever get this game, I hope I get to table it. Because people already are like, I bought this game, Magnus, which I will have an expansion for hopefully after I come back from Essen. And this game is fun. And people are now playing just more light games. So I hope to get some more like meatier games to the game meetup. So yeah, so this is the Great Library. This is the one that I know the least of, and I know it's the heavy, one of the heaviest. So yeah. And for my last game, before I bid you all farewell, it's another one of those Cthulhu type games, which I don't know much about, but it's just a combination of the setting in history and Cthulhu, and this is called The Old Ones of El Dorado. It has nothing to do with the road to El Dorado, so it's not a racing game which suddenly puts El Dorado in it. But it's 1 to 4 players, 60 to 120 minutes, and ages 12 and up, weighs about 3.0, which is a placeholder. Let's not forget about that one. And so the old ones. Oh, I left it some. So it's from Dranda Games, and Dranda Games is in Hall 3, H400. So Hall 3, H400. 1 to 4 players. Oh yeah, I already said that. So it's from Bruno Ligoriacia and artist Jackie Davis, and publisher is, like I said, Dranda Games. You seek immortality by any means necessary in the mystical city of El Dorado. You and your rivals are constructing a pyramid to Cthulhu. But within your personal temple, you worship your own elder gods. To fulfill your mission, you'll dispatch followers to labor in the physical realm and seek forbidden knowledge in the other lands, all whilst striving to cling to your sanity. It's a hand management and drafting game. I love drafting, in which the cards form a closed economy of actions. You can play a card into one of the 4 action rows and perform both the action and the space and the action on top of your card. So the action of the space and the action that's on top of your card. The next player can play it in the same row if there's space, gaining them the action of their card, your card, and the associated action with that row. Each card offers 2 actions to choose from, but once played, the orientation becomes fixed. I love that. I'm so curious about this. And the thing is, alternatively, you may decide the time is right to collect the cards from an action row. You perform the alternate actions shown at the bottom of these cards. You'll then gather them back into your hand, ready to use on a later turn. It just so happens that your rival house only just added to this row, then paranoia and insanity awaits them. So I think it's you play some cards, you play a card, he plays a card, I play a card, and he goes around and like, I'm taking my cards back. Because I take my cards back, you guys are starting to get insane. So yeah. It just so happens, yep, let me see. Every creeping madness token gained in this way will block part of your resource limited storage space. So you got a resource to construct temples, craft sacred masks, and raise shrines. You'll make dark sacrifice to the old ones and send cultists into the village to obtain knowledge and goods. Yeah, I really like how the cover looks. Could be a bit better, but kind of a little more like painty. So I don't know if this is the only picture that there is, basically. The thing is, I don't know if this is the cardboard, because you're also like making like stuff. So maybe this is adding those cards and making one big thing. I don't think this is the card row. Unless this is the card row. Not sure. I'm really curious. But hey, that's the old ones of Eldorado. I was gonna say a Road to Eldorado. But it would be cool if that one had like Cthulhu pasted theme on it. Maybe I would like it better. Well, this has been the Road to Spiel. Thank you guys for watching and for bearing with me. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And comment down below which of these games you want to know more about. I hope I get to demo at least a few of them that I talked about. But I'm only there for 3 days. If it was 4 days, maybe I would do all of them. I'm not sure. Some of them, if I pass by, I will have and talk about and talk to the people that are demoing, and I will see that I will like them or not. Others I really want to give a hands-on approach to them. So let's see what happens. So thank you guys for watching, and don't let the Cthulhu gods mess up your sleep. Have a good night or good day wherever you are, and yeah, I will come back for maybe some final thoughts on the video, and I think I'm gonna do some final thoughts and maybe some expansions that you might be looking for. I don't do a lot of expansions. I think this year I have the most expansions that I maybe want to get. Usually I only have 1. I think now I have 3, I guess. But I'm going to do some closing thoughts and the map of Essen Spiel, and if anything changed and how you can look at the map and do your own little walkthrough around the map, uh, talking about some choking points on the map. You have to be careful of things like that. So watch out for that video. That will come this week, maybe on Friday. Um, and I will be checking some other stuff from Essen and maybe doing some shorts. It's gonna be a week that's not a lot gonna be happening next week, but um, I will be preparing for Spiel, and maybe if I do a video, it will be a surprise video. But uh, yeah, I'm not gonna do many videos like on the last cusp of the days before for Spiel, because I think you're already like a bit tired of the Spiel thing. You want to know the games that I bring back, so you have to wait a little while. So next week is going to be Spiel, and I hope to go. And well, I will go, but you never know what might happen. So let's get back together in the next video and have a nice one. Bye. I said bye. Oh, here it is. Bye.